hands were once used for battle.
This is another hot one. Hear all about it. Be all about it. Read all about it. Hot one. Yeah. We back with another hot one on your UnitedComicsUniverse. Another nice article. This one's going to be about Thor, Love and Thunder. And it's a hot topic right now, baby. We'll get it right to you right after this.
United Comics Universe.
A universe for fans.
From pages to pictures. We are comics.
Hot. Thor, Love and Thunder is on fire. It's like a pretty interesting article coming at us about one of our favorite topics, Thor, Love and Thunder. Can't wait for it. Big Thor fan. This one's coming at us from thedirect.com, baby. Yeah, thedirect.com. Go check them out. Let's see what they got for us. This one's by Lauren Rouse. All right. Thor, Love and Thunder made shockwaves this earlier week when the first teaser trailer for the highly anticipated Marvel movie finally dropped after a record-breaking long time. While the teaser showed the return of fan favorites like Valkyrie, Korg, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, easily the main event was the reveal of Jane Foster's Mighty Thor. Excitement levels were through the roof when Natalie Portman appeared on stage at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. The actress confirmed she would be returning in the fourth Thor movie after sitting out Thor Ragnarok. She also revealed that not only would she be back as Thor's ex-girlfriend Jane, but she'd also be wielding his mighty hammer Mjolnir and taking on the battle of Mighty Thor, the mantle of Mighty Thor. Jane Foster's turn as the Mighty Thor has been established in the Marvel Comics for some time now, but just how closely Thor Love and Thunder will stick to its source material has remained unclear. However, a recent item listing has confirmed that Thor 4 will stay true to one particular aspect of Jane Foster's cosmic roots. An online listing for an official licensed replica of Mighty Thor's helmet from Thor Love and Thunder has revealed some more details about Natalie Portman's character in the film, seemingly confirmed that Jane Foster will be suffering from cancer. The big C, no, be gone, in the MCU'S sequel. Wow, so they're continuing on with that. Okay, I think that hit pretty hard what they did with that, so that's going to be good to see on film. We have a theory I wanted to tell you about while I'm here. You'll probably hear more of it from us, and don't forget, catch us on Facebook at your United Comics Universe Facebook group. Join the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Let us know how you feel, let us know what you got, because we just might make a video about it. And you know we'll give you a shout out. But I'm glad they're continuing on with that. But the theory we have here is we're thinking that from what we've seen so far, it kind of looks like she's going to become Mighty Thor by going to Asgard. Because, you know, we have the Asgard on Earth now. And they're trying to make money by, you know, becoming a tourist attraction. So we're guessing since they built their new Asgard on Earth right there where Mjolnir was destroyed, they probably picked up the pieces, if you know what I'm saying, and they probably have some kind of museum thing or something like that, and she'll probably, you know, grab it and turn out she's worthy, and the hammer will reform. Remember, because the hammer was destroyed, but the enchantment that Odin placed on it, you know, you can't destroy that. As far as we know, it has to be dispelled by some magic based on the way Doctor Strange do things. So if she's worthy, then the hammer would reform, right? Because the magic is still there. And Thor never picked it back up. He left it there. So after his heart broke when Mjolnir broke, you know what I'm saying? But he left it there. So we're speculating that they're probably going to have it on display. And remember, they're supposed to be doing some kind of play. You know, like they did in Ragnarok, where they have other actors pretend to be stage playing these characters, you know, Thor and Hela. Somebody's gonna be playing Hela and stuff like that. So she might either go there to, you know, see New Asgard because she's into that type of thing, if you would, or they'll have a museum there and she'll maybe touch it or something like that. And because if you look at the behind the scenes footage clip that they showed before out there, that you see her, you know, in the air and somebody's in a green screen suit holding her up to a crane. On a crane, she's hanging on a crane, and he's stabilizing her, holding her feet, and you see her jerking around. Imagine the special effects look like she's receiving the power, you know what I'm saying? And you look at that background stage work, it looks just like the style of Asgard. So I'm thinking she's in New Asgard. She goes there to check things out, and she touches the hammer, becomes worthy, and becomes mighty Thor. That's what we're thinking is going to happen. But what do you think? Let us know down below if you have any theories about how that's going to play out. But so far, it's kind of screaming something like that's going to happen. Can't wait to see what Valkyrie got to say, because she didn't look happy in the trailer. She looked a little bored at running Asgard. So we'll see. And it looked like Thor is going to figure out finally who he is. Will we see anything about the Odin Force? Will he find out his true might? And why do we see him going to Olympia with Zeus and everything? Do you think that he might be going to, I don't know if you ever heard of it, going to do the god trials so that he can become, fully a god and get all of his true power and learn what he actually really can do, and ultimately, be the new Odin? Who knows? Who knows? If you ever heard of the Odin Force, if you hadn't, check out videos out. We talked about it a few times. But the Odin Force is the power that's passed down through the Asgardian kings. And Odin, he had 2 or 3 gods' powers before him combined into his, and then all of that power transferred to Thor, because he made Thor basically the heir. So all of that power, it would be actually called the Thor Force now. Once it's named after whoever is presently wielding all the power. So it's even strong. He should be even stronger than Odin, because now Odin's power, along with his dead brothers, Bor and somebody I can't remember, is all added into Thor. So if he does the god trials, he'll probably find out more about the way things work. I'm not sure why I wouldn't explain all that to him, but he did like to run off and do random things instead of actually sit there and try and be king. So he might didn't get to have that conversation, because when they do meet, they're too busy arguing. But Thor has a lot more power than we know about. He might actually become one of the most powerful iterations of him that we've seen in the comics, Rune King Thor, based on the suit that we saw. And a lot of people is thinking the same thing, that he might become Rune King Thor. So he might be actually in Olympia speaking with Zeus so that he can prove himself. Or since Zeus is, a similar type of god, he might be able to explain to him. And also Zeus knows Odin and been around just as long. So he may be able to explain what he need to do to become who he should be or want to be, or whatever you want to call it. But back into the article, because I could talk about this all day. But if you want to hear more about that, let me know. I'll do a deep dive and do a Let's Talk video on it. The full listing via Marvel and Eagle Moss notes that Jane will be battling cancer in her human form while fighting the otherworldly Gore, played by Christian Bale. He's a phenomenal actor, so it'll probably be pretty phenomenal. When she's in her godly form, suffering from cancer, astrophysicist and Thor's ex-girlfriend Jane Foster visited New Asgard, and her life was changed forever. Mysteriously, the broken pieces of Mjolnir, the hammer of the Thunder God, transformed her into the mighty Thor and gifted her the superpowers of Thor to battle threats, internal and external. Okay, that sounds like, so it may actually heal her, since they pointing out internal and external. Yeah, that kind of sounds like it's going to heal her from the cancer. Hope so. Wielding Mjolnir herself, she had become a godly protector, and a new hero was born. With the help of Thor, Valkyrie, and the Guardians of the Galaxy, the mighty Thor was faced by the powerful Gore, the God Butcher. With divine powers himself, Gore was driven to rid the universe of gods wherever he found them. Battling cancer in her human form and Gore in her godly form, Jane Foster was embroiled in an epic struggle with plenty of love and thunder. It's been suspected for a while that Thor Love and Thunder would include Jane Foster's battle with breast cancer, as she did in the comics. Natalie Portman alluded to the fact that Jane would be undergoing cancer treatment in an interview last year, but now this listing seemingly confirms that this will indeed be canon in the new Thor movie. Foster's struggle with breast cancer formed a major part of her character development in the comics. Essentially, once she became Mighty Thor, her new powers eradicated the chemotherapy from her system, but they were still unable to cure her completely of cancer. This created quite the dilemma for Jane in the comics, as she remained stricken by her illness whenever she wasn't wielding Mjolnir. It seems this struggle will be included in Thor Love and Thunder, as well as the depiction claims Jane battles cancer in her human form, and the villain Gore the God Butcher in her godly form. So if you've seen the trailer, we see two caped figures. One has to be Thor walking in Olympia with, you know, Zeus there and everything like that. You see them walking together. So we gotta assume, right, that's Jane in her mighty Thor form, because we got two big red capes, kind of Thor looking from behind, so one of them probably Jane. So it looks like they're going to be working together to do whatever they need to do. Other than Gore the God Butcher, I think also Beta Ray Bill may be appearing in the Thor Love and Thunder. Don't know who's playing Beta Ray Bill yet. The listing also mentions that when Foster visits New Asgard in the film of the pieces Thor's broken hammer Mjolnir, which was shattered by Hela in Thor Ragnarok, mysteriously transformed her into the mighty Thor. This seems to align with videos taken from the Thor Love and Thunder set. Yep, I don't know if you've seen those set pictures last year, which showed Portman being thrown around in an aerial stunt that may suspected was her godly transformation. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. We'll see exactly how this all plays out when Thor Love and Thunder hits cinemas on July the 8th, 2022. I don't know. What do you think, UCU? Do you think Thor Love and Thunder, you know what I'm saying? Love and Thunder, they're getting the thunder and the love. You know what I'm saying? Who's love and who's thunder? I guess he's thunder, she's love. Anyway, you think they're going to get back together since we're talking about love here, you know what I'm saying? Or do you think they won't get back together? I'm guessing that they probably won't get back. What'd you say? What'd you say, mamanin?
I'm shipping Thormora.
Oh, Mama's shipping Thor more, so that's Thor and Gamora. Mm-hmm. You know what? I think I actually kind of like that idea.
I really like that.
So what do you think, UC? Let us know, please, down below. Do more of us want Thormora, or do we want Thor Love and Thunder?
Thormora.
So we want Gamora and Thor, or do we want Jane Foster and Thor to get back together? That'll be interesting to know. Maybe we'll talk about it more in the on the UnitedComicsUniverse group chat on Facebook. Who knows? But let's get back into this. I can't wait. How about you? You excited about Thor Love and Thunder? It looked like it's still going to bring that Thor Ragnarok flavor, which I'm very excited about, because I really enjoyed Thor Ragnarok. That's pretty much one of my very favorite, definitely top 5 MCU films so far. It was just so fun. It was so fun. Such a fun ride. This has been your latest Hot One news, Thor Love and Thunder, baby. Hope you're excited. Let us know down below. Please hit that like, subscribe, and rumble. Comment and get notified. And come check us out on our United Comics Universe group on Facebook. Join the conversation, baby. Let's see what you got. And you'll also see exclusive things you don't hear about here on the channel there as well. And learn about upcoming videos before they actually are spit out. Your dog JoninSho here again to serve you for fans by fans. But until then, I will catch you again. And we are comics, baby. Love you all. Take care. UCU. See you again.
Copyright disclaimer. Citation of articles and authors in this report does not imply ownership. Works and images presented here fall under Fair Use Section 107 and are used for commentary on globally significant newsworthy events. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Community Guidelines Disclaimer. The points of view and purpose of this video is not to bully or harass anyone, but rather share that opinion and thoughts with other like-minded individuals curious about the subject.